Welcome everyone, it's Nick here, and we're in the McLaren garage, and this is round 11 of the F1 2010 Blundering series, the championship where I try to get at least a little bit better towards the end as we go through. Not saying I'm going to win the championship, but if I did that'd be quite good. Looks like rain is forecast, which always helps me a little bit. Round 11 is from Hockenheim in Germany, a track that's very fast. It's 4.574 kilometers or 2.842 miles. Now the real race in the real 2010 series got, Vettel in the Red Bull got pole position. Alonso won the race after all, with Massa in second, so it's a Ferrari 1-2, with Vettel third. Now I'm a bit of a quandary how to set this up really, because with rain coming, normally you just take all the downfalls off and go as quickly as you can, but if I do that I'll be sliding around in the rain, so I might be trying to do some sort of crazy balancing act. Hopefully it all comes good if it does rain in the race. So it could all go horrendously wrong, of course. The last race was Britain, where I come 21st. There was a crash with Hamilton, which I'm sure was his fault, but he currently leads the championship as I muck about with the settings. Hamilton leads the championship on 169 points, Vettel second for Red Bull with 142, Webber is third with 116, and I'm a point behind him controlling Jenson Button's car. I'm on 115. So yeah, I'm still quite a bit behind Hamilton, the leader, 54 points in fact, but neither of us, Hamilton or me, scored a point in the last race because we had a come-in together. Watch that video if you want more information, but all I'm saying is it was his fault. But Red Bull closed the gap in the championship a little bit, but practice is all about trying to learn the circuit, because I'm a little bit unfamiliar with it. Accelerated the time there just to get a few cars round, to get a rough idea. But I'll start off rubbish and hopefully get a bit better. As I say, it's a bit of a balancing act. We'll go out on prime tyres. Options are slightly quicker, I think, but primes last longer. And I want to preserve my tyres as much as I can. Hockenheim, Germany. Quite a few German drivers in this championship. Nico Rosberg for Mercedes, Michael Schumacher for Mercedes, Vettel, of course, with Red Bull. And also, I think he's German, Nico Hülkenberg in the Williams. And Sutil as well in the Force India. So quite a lot, and I'm sure I've missed out another one. Let me know. Right. So here we go. So Al Jaswari in the Toro Rosso has set the benchmark there. See if I can get anywhere near him. Right. This is a very long straight, this. Good for overtaking with a tight hairpin. There we go. I did that quite well for the first time. Good. I can use that car ahead of me as a bit of a marker to see where the corners are, but a lot of fast corners on this, I remember. Yeah, there we go. It's a very short lap in time-wise, so yeah, we won't be delaying at all. I feel like I've got some vague memory of this track from before, must be years ago. This isn't bad for a first lap. But it all goes wrong at some point. But the speed is gained by hitting all your corners and apexes there, accelerating at the right time, and also, well, your setup is absolutely key. Get off the racing line, you can lose so much time because it messes up your entry for the next corner. Right, here we go. Let's fly. A bit of balancing at this one. How fast can you go? Well, not much faster than that, I don't think. Hopefully this car ahead of me is on a quick lap and won't get in the way. Whoops, bit in early. Could have gone around a bit wider there and cut in, but that's okay for a first time lap. Trulli's gone fastest there. Jarno Trulli. Where is he now? None of the big guns have gone out, looking at the timing so far. Yeah, Alguersuari's totally eased off. Thank you for that, sir. He's a Spaniard. And he's immediately... Did he touch me from behind there? I think I've been... What's this? I think I've been done. There's been a crash in Sector 3. Yeah, we're not in Sector 3, we're in Sector... Did he just slow down to let me pass, and then I brake for the corner and he just spammed me round? Is that what just happened? Right, I'm putting Jamie Al-Jaswari into my enemies book. Write his name down. That's unbelievable. He's nowhere in the championship. I don't know why he did that for. I'm glad I didn't take any damage or get any crazy time penalties for that. Is that him again, slowing down? The guy's a wind-up merchant. Right, he's doing it again, is he? If this was online, I'd understand it. Is he going to do it again? This guy's crazy. Why did he slow down so much to let me catch up? He's right round the back of me again. Right, it's gone in the pits now. I don't know what his beef was. Right, let's try and get a proper lap in now. He ruined that.
We've been shunted down to 13.
Well, I'm not surprised. I got spammed, didn't I? Oh dear. Let's just learn the lap. Sutil currently quickest for Force India. I doubt he'll stay there. Right. It's good to get at least a marker lap on there because then you can get some splits. So I'm about a tenth quicker than before, but we all know I got done at the end of this corner. You want to push flat out, but you don't want to spin the car because that'll lose heaps of time. Probably be a bit extra cautious in the race and qualifying. In the race you have to be a bit careful because I've got it on 30% race distance. If you make a mistake there, that's probably you out of it unless everyone makes a mistake, which they probably won't do. No safety car in the Formula 1 2010 game at least, so that quite often could bring everyone together. I think later seasons did have that, but I've only played this version. And I've been told that this version plays the best, so that's good, isn't it? 12 seconds quicker. Oh, too busy yapping. So there we go. Went round too quick. The outside tyres caught the gravel, spun me round. So, still, I haven't done a proper lap time. Great. That's what practice is all about. If I did this in the race, it'd be disastrous. Michael Schumacher currently quickest for Mercedes, the Silver Arrow car. Right, let's see if I can do a proper lap then. Whoops, that's not a very good start to the lap. 2.8. I wonder why. Oh dear, that's wide again. I'm not crowning myself in glory here initially. I've got a bad feeling about this. That's what Han Solo would say, but that always worked out well for him at the end. Come on, McLaren. So far, I've won 2 races in the championship, and this is round 11. Hamilton's won, I think, 4. Alonso got his first race win, the last race in Silverstone in Great Britain. The real season was won by Sebastian Vettel. He won the championship, and Alonso was second. Lewis Hamilton doing much better in this blundering series than he did in real life. Hopefully he eases off soon because he's getting a bit annoying. But Red Bull are slowly getting into this championship, and Ferrari made a great leap forward in the last race, having been nowhere. Their pit stop strategy was appalling in the opening few races, but they seem to have sorted that out now. And again, oh, Nick. Oh dear, is this not going to be my day? Oops, get out of the way of these cars. Yeah, because if you're deemed to be blocking, even if it's in practice, you might get time penalties or grid penalties. And what I've learnt before is, with Lewis always qualifying in the top 2 rows, if I'm far back, I can't get hold of him. He'll just disappear off up the road. Whoops! I'm not saying I'm going to collide into him on purpose, but if that happens, well, there's the German there, Adrian Sutil. Webber's currently quickest. Whoops, did I cut him up? Maybe. Come on, Nick, let's at least put a decent time on the board. I might come in the pits and mess with the setup if it keeps going as bad as this. But I need a clear track, really. I get nervous in practice if there's cars around me going to do stuff. Like Al Jaswari in particular here. Yeah, that Force India's right behind me. He's going to push me round, is he, just for the fun of it? Let's go in deep here. That is Bruno Senna in the HRT. Slowest car on the track, probably Bruno Senna. Is he going to let me past? He is. He eases off. Sometimes these cars ease off at the wrong moments around tight bends. Yeah, a little bit wide, but carried a bit of speed through there. That's good. Pretty much floor it through this section. Well, it isn't raining so far, is it? It's all very dry. Maybe we're going to get a dry practice. Right, I'm only going to get a set of lap here, and then I'll know how far off I am from the lead and how much I've got to do. Very difficult when you haven't got a time set. Not perfect by any means, but at least we're going to put something on the board. Come on. Boom. 8.174. Okey doke. Keep going. Who's that? Al Jaswari again. Oh great. What's going to happen here? Hey! That's what's going to happen. Al Jaswari. What was going on there? What was going on there? He couldn't have typed. He's done that twice in one practice session. Now you can't tell me that's by accident each time. What the hell happened? That was absolutely ridiculous. Right, I'm going to put a complaint in to Toro Rosso here. The marshals, or whoever's the race engineer here, the stewards, they must do him for that. I'm coming in. I'm coming in, I think. That was blatant. I mean, I was right round the whole lap. They couldn't have timed it any better coming out and then pushing me round. Now, I know Toro Rosso are owned by Red Bull. Maybe they got a special instruction. Now, I'm just doing conspiracy theories now. It might be a random glitch, but what are the odds that twice Jamie Alguersuari in the Toro Rosso comes out right at the right time and spins me round in practice? Well, maybe I can return the favour in the actual race where it's important, eh? But hopefully I won't have anything to do with him. What's happening there? Right, let's go in. We're in now. We're currently 19th fastest, but I haven't done a decent lap at all, what with the spinning and the Jamie Alguersuari. Boo! Right, I'll probably come out again. We might mess with some settings here. This is just craziness. Germany! Right, I don't want to say auf Wiedersehen just quite yet. So I'm currently 20th out of 24 with 123.2. Let's check this. Can I alter anything? I don't really understand what alignment is. Throttle map's fast. If it rains, it's probably best to have that on standard to reduce wheel spin. I'm slowly learning stuff. We'll keep that as it is. I don't think there's any need to mess with this stuff. If it rains, we'd probably put the ride height up a bit. We could probably reduce this, actually. I don't know. Or should I leave it as it is? It's hard to know without any decent laps behind me what's best. Yeah. Keep that as it is or reduce it, maybe. I might just go to quick setups instead, really, rather than messing with this. Ride height, reducing that generally gives you better grip, but if it rains and you go through puddles, you're more likely to aquaplane. So I might put that back up again if it does rain in qualifying. But I just want to set a decent lap, get a bit of grip through the corners. I mean, Great Britain, the last race was particularly fast. This one's even faster. We've got some other fast circuits coming up, Monza and also Spa in Belgium. The race after this, I think, is in Hungary. Can't quite remember if that's a tight circuit or not. I know it's hard to overtake there. There's been in other races where I've been looking at setups online and copying in them. Sometimes I've helped, but I think I've been a bit of a hindrance, really, because they're really for expert people where the car's very, very prone to spinning unless you're an expert going bang on the line. I need a bit of tolerance, a bit of area of error.
Okay, guys, let's get these changes made ASAP.
I'm on pro mode. The hardest is legend above this, but I'd have no chance there. Currently 20th, we're 123.2, slower than Pedro de la Rosa's BMW. I'm sure I can go a bit quicker than this. Right, so accelerated a bit of time. Almost halfway through the session. Let's try and put at least a decent complete lap on the track. Hockenheim. It's in the middle of a big forest, this, so quite often there is rain as the clouds descend. Whoops. Now, they don't let you out straight away if it's unsafe to do so. So, yeah, so they waited because Alonso was coming in on Massa. There they go. Just seen them to the right. Why am I not going out still? Cars going past. This would be more of a problem if it was right near the end. Is it starting to brighten up? I see a bit of sun there behind that grandstand. Right, I'm out at last. Track tends to get slightly quicker as the track rubbers in. And I say that whenever cars go around, they just put down rubber onto the track, which provides a bit of extra grip, so you can go into the corners quicker and get a bit of a quicker exit. Currently 20th behind Kovalainen in the Lotus and Bruno Senna in the HRT. I don't want the McLaren to stay between those two because I think I've got, although it doesn't look it at the moment, I think I've got a half decent chance of doing okay in this. And after a tricky few races back, with Spain and Monaco in particular and Turkey, I've been playing catch up to try and bring it back. But at the moment, the main protagonists in the championship are Lewis Hamilton, who is starting to run away from it a little bit. The two Red Bull guys of Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber, and myself controlling Jenson Button's car. I don't know if Ferrari can get back into it. They had a resurgence in the last race, as I already mentioned there, so Alonso and Massa. So I wouldn't discount them straight away, but so keep an eye on those as well. But hopefully the race can get a bit tight, so when we get to the last race of the season, I believe round 19, any one of about 3 or 4 of us can win. That's the dream. But with Lewis getting away from the championship as much as he is, it might not work out that way. But you'll never know, so keep watching. It could really close up, I hope. Especially if you haven't heard this from me, especially if I clash into Hamilton a few times. You haven't heard that from me. Well, that was a good, who's this? Is it going to be Jamie Alguersuari again? No, it's Michael Schumacher. Give me some space, Michael. With your 7 years experience, with 7 years championships experience. See Hamilton's on the track, that red dot behind me. Right, so quicker than before. Now, Michael's, hopefully he's not going to spin me around like Jamie Alguersuari. He probably didn't do it on purpose, maybe. Probably because I broke too early. Right, watch that white dot close in. Right, I'm round, so he can't do me there. Car on track in front of me, hopefully on a quick lap. I might catch him before the end. When you do a decent lap on any of these tracks, it does feel rather good. Oh, well wide there. Whoops, caught the car before it went into a spin. So, I think it still might be my quickest lap. Wrong. Oh god, am I going to put in at least one decent lap in practice before qualifying? Otherwise I'm going to put terrible pressure on myself. I want to save the tyres as well, so this is 5 laps, lap 5. Don't want to do too many more than 10. Ideally about 8. Right. Come on, Nick. One decent lap. It's not too much to ask, is it? Right, that moves me up to 15th, despite all those errors. So I'm behind just in front of Sebastian Buemi in the Toro Rosso, and behind Hülkenberg in the Williams German driver. Look for green splits all the way round here. Right, that's one. I don't want to glance at it too much because I glance at it and then I'll be off the track. Just want to concentrate on the racing line here. So half a second I think that was, wasn't it? If I can carry that around, I'll move up. Be interesting is if it's varied weather conditions in qualifying, because then it's all about being on the track at the right time. If you're on it when it's dry, obviously you're going to go around a lot quicker than if you're on it when it's raining or soaking wet. Well, practice could all be for naught really if it is completely different conditions in qualifying, with the setup in particular. But I've gone for a rather cautionary setup here, which you can work in either of 2 settings, I hope. I hope all my competitors here are going for a dry setup and get messed about. But sometimes you can do a risky strategy, sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. Right, that isn't too bad, although there were errors. Am I going to go up the order? Yes. Right, so I'm in the top... Oh dear, that's not helping. So I'm in the top 10. So between the 2 Renaults of Vitaly Petrov, the Russian, and the Polish driver Robert Kubica. Or Kubica, as he's sometimes called. I don't know how it's pronounced properly. One of you lot will know. Right, we'll do a couple more laps, I think. Unless I smash it. Sutil there's 11th. I'm in the top 10 just. The qualifying session, we set that up with a race weekend. In the real race, it was the World Championship. There'd be 3 sessions, Q1, Q2 and Q3, where you lose the slowest drivers in each one before you get to a final top 10 shootout. In qualifying on this, because I have got it on short weekend, it's just 20 minutes, so you have to get a bit of clear track and you could get blocked quite easily, so it's a bit of a melee. If I was going to do this again, I'd probably expand it to the full qualifying session. But there we go. Hopefully I'm gradually getting better as this championship goes on. Whoa! I couldn't have said that at a worse time. I could not have said that at a worse time. Yeah, I found the limits there and more so. Brilliant. This is not scaring anyone. Sorry, McLaren fans. Oh, right, that's all I need. Their engine is running a bit hot. Ugh. Right, one more lap. And then we'll see. I'll say it's one more lap. Right. 10th place. That'll be 5th row. Whoops, that's not going to count. That'll be 5th row on the grid if it was the real race. I seem to start off quite well though and do good first laps and make most of my positions up on the first 2 laps. And then they start bringing me back. I think I've learnt the lap though. I know, although I'm not perfect on any of the corners, at least I know the layout now, and that's always a help. So this is a good overtaking position in the race. Typically round the inside, not the outside, unless someone's a bit helps you. Yeah, there wasn't much grip around the outside, was there? Car completely lost it. So, you know, sometimes you can push too much overtaking round the outside, less grip than off the racing line. I'll probably come in the pits now. We'll fast forward it when I come in the pits. I might come out again, I'm not sure. But 10th, so there's a lot of time to come here, so I think, and it is a tentative thing, that I am going to be competitive. For round 11, we're doing one round a week so far. It might break down to one every 2 weeks, but I'll let you know if that happens. So far we're doing well, and I can't believe we're on week 11 already. Have we really been doing this for 11 weeks? Quite clearly we have. 10th. It's an okay practice session. I'm quite pleased with that. Of course I'd like to be in the lead by about 4 seconds clear. Vettel's currently the fastest, so yeah, Red Bull getting quick. We'll have to watch out for this. Bring me sunshine. No, don't. Bring me rain. Push me in, lads. How far are we into this practice session? About 20 minutes. They tend to last about 25, 26, half an hour at the most. The race tends to last about that long as well. The shortest videos are the qualifying session because I'm trying to preserve my tyres. 46% chance of rain. It hasn't rained yet. 121.4, Hamilton 120.2. So 1.2 seconds slower. Seems like a huge amount, but in other practice sessions I've been further away than that and brought it back. The real race is 67 laps, but as I said, we do 30% race distance. So it's probably going to be, what, about 23 laps, 22 laps? We'll see how it rounds it down. It's not an exact science, whatever the computer works it out to be. 28 minutes left. We'll probably fast forward it. I'll up that ride height in qualifying if it is raining. No aquaplaning here, please. An aquaplane is when the car goes over water and it loses grip with the track. It floats in essence with a low ride height and it's just carried away like a boat. By lifting the ride height a few millimetres, sometimes it gives you clearance, creates a bit of an air gap, and then the grip is back there again. There we go. I'm sure you already knew that. Got a custom setup. Let's accelerate this a little bit. Accelerate time. Hamilton's quick, second quickest. That's bad. Yeah, it's McLaren versus Red Bull here, isn't it? Oh, Hamilton 8,000. Is that 800ths away? Yeah, it's between those two there. But hopefully they're ruining all their tyre allocation. You never know. Oakley dokley, to quote Ned Flanders. It says red pits when you're in the pits, and obviously when it's not saying pits, cars are out. I've only done 7 laps. Everyone else is doing about 20 odd, but I won't put you through that. Apart from Robert Kubica, he's only done 14. I might do, I'm not sure. Looks like, is it raining?
Intermediate tyres are your best bet.
It is raining. I might do a lap on intermediates just to see what the grip's like. Prime tyres got 93%, that's not bad. Is it worth doing a lap? Probably. Might keep on primary tyres though. Oh, what to do, what to do. Let's go down to 5 minutes then, and then I'll make a decision. Still holding in temp, no one's going around any quicker. It's just a bit of experience really. Just a bit of experience. No one's going to go around quicker now with these changing conditions. I'm going to get dizzy in a minute. 78% chance of raining in the race. I might just accelerate this. I'm not sure what to do. I just don't know what to do with myself. Hope that wasn't radioed anywhere. Yeah, see, normally if it was dry, I'd take off all the downforce, but I've got an adaptable situation here. It's a crazy situation. This race could end up being a bit random. 10th fastest. 3 cars out of 24, so I think everyone that's done their laps have done them.
Get the car off the jacks.
Right, although it's raining, and he said intermediate, so I just want to see what the grip's like on prime tyres in the rain. Might be valuable experience. As I say, we might do a time lap, I might just come straight back in again. We'll see. But it's definitely raining a little bit, it's spitting, not heavily, but just generally. I can see a few spots of water on the track, a few puddles. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I should have gone on intermediates. Wheels spinning a little bit, I couldn't get the power down. It's going to be a bit like this in the race, I think, or worse. 3 minutes 21 left of the session. When it's raining, generally you have to brake a bit earlier before the corners. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because the tyres have got less traction. I love that, Ben. That's good. Looks like you can take that at full speed any conditions.
3 minutes remaining in the session.
Whoops, don't spin. Yep. See, when it's raining as well on some tracks, if you hit the curbs, it gets a bit slippery. Lose traction again, the car gets kicked around, sometimes quite violently. Yeah, I think I'm going to come in straight away. Intermediates are the tyres to go on, although these seem to work. Although it's not fun. You have to concentrate way too much. I'm coming in. It's manageable, but I think a few laps and the track will just get too wet. So 10th quickest in practice is going to end up, unless anyone can go around quicker, which they can't, because I did that when the track was dry. Okay lads, can you push me in please? We're going to get ready for qualifying. They're very patient, aren't they? Right, where are you? There they are. I'm glad I come in when they weren't on their tea breaks. That could have been a bit embarrassing as I got out and tried to push it in myself. So Germany is underway then. Practice. We've got used to the track. What do you think? It's quite a fast circuit, isn't it? 157 or left. Let's accelerate this down and we'll call it the end of practice. Vettel quickest, Hamilton second, Webber third, Alonso fourth. That's it. So there we go. I was 10th fastest.
Great work.
Thank you very much. I tried all my best. It weren't that great, was it, to be honest? Yeah, Vettel, Hamilton, Webber, Alonso. Okay, I hope you liked having a look at practice there. Thanks for joining me again. Qualifying session, that'll be a bit later. I suspecting there might be rain, but who knows. Until then, hope you can come back. So take care of yourself and goodbye.
Goodbye.